Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I've never really done a video like this, but thought I would try out something new. Today is going to be a story time of the first time that I ever smoked weed. Now, if you guys don't really watch me that much, you probably don't know that I do smoke weed. I'm 18 years old, I have my green card, I live in a state where it's legal, so if you're not of legal age, and it's not legal in your state, then you shouldn't be, smoking weed. So I don't condone any of that. I just want to say that before I, start this video. I do not recommend smoking weed, especially at a young age. So now that we got that out of the way, the story takes place about 3 years ago. I was a freshman in high school, and I had never ever smoked weed in my entire life. I've heard about it because my parents have always smoked weed, so I've kind of always been around it, but I've never actually tried it. The only thing I'd really tried back then is a vape, a nicotine vape. No weed, no shrooms, nothing like that. My friend, we weren't like super good friends at the time, but I knew him since 8th grade in middle school, and I didn't really know him that much. I just knew who he was. We didn't really like hang out or anything. I just knew who he was. This was probably right before second semester freshman year. Now I'm actually not gonna give out the name of this kid, so we're just gonna call him Jake. All right, so now Jake, this kid, that's not his real name, but we're just gonna call him that. Jake had a pen on him at school. Now, again, I really don't recommend smoking, let alone bringing it to school. I really don't recommend bringing weed or anything like that to school. You'll get in a lot of trouble. Have got caught with weed at school before. But that'll be for a whole nother video, whole nother story time. But yes, my friend Jake had this pen on him. I don't know what the pen was, so don't even ask me. But it was this fucking pen that he got from his friend that he got from his mom. I guess she got it from the dispensary. He texted me on Snapchat, meet me in the bathroom of the hallway that we were in. I go in the bathroom, and the first thing he says is, "You've been wanting to try weed, right?" I had been talking about kind of smoking weed and like wonder what it would be like and shit like that. I wasn't really like boldly like, oh, I want to try weed, but like I was just like, talking about it because I was just curious. He said, "You want to try weed, right?" And then he hands me this weed pen, and I mean, just peer pressured me into hitting it. I could have said no, but the motherfucker was pressuring. I'm not gonna lie, he was pressuring me. He told me to hit it for 3 seconds and hold it in for 5 seconds. Not only did I do that one time, he told me to do it another time. So I did it twice. I essentially took a 6-second rip and held it in for 10 seconds. That was literally my first ever time smoking weed. Like my body has never experienced, my body's never had THC in it before. And if you have ever smoked weed, if you do smoke weed, you know what it's like your first time, because you don't really know what to expect. Your body just kind of goes into shock when you smoke weed for the first time. That is exactly what happened to me. And no, it wasn't like, and no, it didn't hit me like immediately. Like a lot of people I know, like it just immediately hits them. We were sitting in the bathroom for a good 10 minutes, because we were just waiting for the period to end. Because I'm not trying to go back to class after smoking weed for the first time. And yes, I do kind of regret smoking weed for the first time in the school. I also regret smoking weed for the first time off of a pen. That was a really bad idea. So if you've never smoked weed before and you're thinking you might one day, please just try to get flour. Try to get the real thing. All right, don't try to get, because there's a lot of fake pens out there, And so I would hate for someone to smoke distillate for the first time because it's not even real weed. I hit the pen. We're sitting in the bathroom for a good 10 minutes and it's slowly kicking in. I just kind of feel relaxed. I have that uplift of like a good mood and I just kind of feel relaxed. Like it's not fully kicked in yet, right? But after the 10 minutes goes by, cotton mouth like a motherfucker. I'm talking the worst cotton mouth I have ever had. Literally ever. The first time I ever smoked weed was the worst cotton mouth I ever had. And it was off a pen too. But cotton mouth like a motherfucker. My friend's dying laughing. He's, you know, telling me to go drink water. So I go in the hallway and oh my God. I don't even, it's hard to explain how I felt, honestly. I just felt high, bro. I was dizzy. It was hard to keep balance. Everything was just like, it was almost like taking mushrooms. Like genuinely, it was almost like I was on mushrooms, but like, obviously I had never had mushrooms either. So I don't know what psychedelics was like either. Period ended, right? So we go into the library. It's technically lunchtime for me and my friend, but we go in the library, basically sit there the entire rest of the day because I was so absolutely geeked. I couldn't stand up. I legitimately could not stand. I was just couch locked in the library for like a good 3 hours. It was bad. So we walk into the library, right? Walk out of the bathroom and my vision pretty much instantly goes into 0.5. I'm also at like a good 25 frames per second in my vision. Like my vision is so bad. Everything is blurry. It's just wavy. Honestly, my hearing was off. I was just freaking out. Also, while all this was happening, I was just absolutely freaking the fuck out. I literally was convincing myself that I was dying. And I've done that one time on mushrooms and it was terrible, but it honestly was like equivalent to that. Like I genuinely thought I was dying. I'm literally stumbling in the library at the school like I'm a fucking drunk 50-year-old that just got divorced, bro. Like I stumble in like I'm hammered off of fucking an entire bottle of Jack Daniels. Like, dude, I'm absolutely fucking cooked when I walk into this library. But me, my friend Jake, another friend that I'm not going to say his name, and my friend's girlfriend, we're all sitting in the library on a couch, and I'm just absolutely couch locked. I'm non-verbal as well because I'm also just freaking out and basically hyperventilating this entire time. Because, like, I don't know what the fuck's happening to my body, you know? I've never fucking experienced weed before. So I'm freaking out this entire time. All of my friends are just laughing their ass off because, you know, I've never smoked weed before. They've, you know, been smoking weed for a year or two. Again, don't smoke weed at a young age. It's really bad. It fucks your head up, okay? It really does. I was 15 at the time. All right, I was 15 when I first smoked weed, and I very much so regret it. I genuinely wish I just waited until I was like even 17, bro. I just waited until I was like 17, bro. That would have been way better. And to be honest, I don't remember a lot of what happened afterward, but I just know that after being couch locked in the library for 3 hours, I walk out of school. My house is about a 5-minute walk from the school, so it wasn't too bad at all. But I did have to walk home, and it sucked ass. But I walk home, right? And I'm still, you know, I'm still high as fuck, obviously. It was my first time ever smoking weed, and it was off of a pen. I'm obviously still... I was high until... I was genuinely high the next day. When I woke up the next day, I was still high. I had that after high. But like, that was... Because it was my first ever after high, I still felt like I was just high as fuck. So basically, I go home. I'm high throughout the entire night. Not as high. Like, I'm just like... I'm chilling. You know, I'm a relaxed high. It was definitely an interesting experience. I wouldn't say I want to experience that again, but like I really, really would like. I want to get close to that, and I feel like I already have obviously gotten close to that. But like when you smoke weed for the first time, you will never, ever, ever get the same feeling that you do off of that first rip. Never. I don't care how good the weed is. I don't care how low your tolerance is. That first rip will always get you the highest. You will never be that high ever again. And it doesn't matter how hard you try. Like, yeah, your second, third, fourth, fifth time getting high, you're still gonna get fucking absolutely fried. Like, for a good, I would say 6 months after I started smoking weed, I would literally get high off of I would hit a cart like 2 or 3 times, get absolutely plastered on the walls, and literally not remember like 75% of what happened that night. I would get blackout high every single time I got high for like a good 6 months. Like, I had to build my tolerance, and my God, did it build slowly. Don't be scared your first time, all right? It'll never be like that again. Weed affects everyone differently. Everyone's got a different mind. Everyone's got, you know, different genetics, so it might affect you differently. Who knows? But one thing I can confidently say is that the first high will always be your most potent high. Like, you'll always be the highest off your first rip. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you guys want some more story times on the channel, because I definitely got some more stories to tell y'all. They're pretty wild, like, you know, got caught with weed at school, or like first time taking mushrooms. So let me know if you guys want to see more story times on the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Like is greatly appreciated. See you guys in the next one.